Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how Burger King had to pay me, child, and how I almost had to sue them. Just kidding. So today's video is going to be a funny short story time. Well, who knows if it's going to be short or not, but it's going to be a story time on how something was wrong with my Burger King sandwich. It was so crazy, and Burger King actually ended up having to pay me. But first, let's get into these eyelashes, honey. My eyelashes look so good and long. This new mascara that I bought did the job justice. I'm actually going to add some more. It lives up to its name. It's called Voluminous. Move my thing out the way. It makes my eyelashes look so long. My eyelashes look so good. They look so good and long. But they look like fake eyelashes without me even having to be up close on the camera. I love them so much. Oh my gosh. But I had to bring the attention to these lashes real quick, child. They look so beautiful. Watch out for my lash line called Lashes by Chelsea. That's going to be launching soon. Sometime probably in the fall. So today's video is going to be about how Burger King had to pay me. Okay, so here we go. So I was in high school when this happened, and I was just on my way to school, and you know, every single morning I'd get breakfast, whether it's something small that I would have cooked. A lot of the times I would eat fast food for breakfast or whatever. So this morning I went to Burger King. I got my same croissant that I got. I think I got ham and cheese croissant with maybe an egg, I'm not sure. And so I'm just eating, and I'm enjoying it. As I bite into it, I feel something tough, but I'm not really paying attention to it. And so as I chew into it more, it gets more tough and more tough. But the first thought that came to my mind was, this has to be some tough type of ham. So I keep biting it, and as I keep chewing it and keep biting it, once I pull all the way back, I noticed this thick piece of clear plastic in my mouth that was in my sandwich. Well, it was either in my mouth or in my croissant, and I was just like, oh my god. And so I'm telling my family that I was in a car with, I was like, oh, it was crazy how I found that piece of plastic that I bit into. It was so disgusting and nasty. And who knows what that plastic came from? Leave down in the comment section if you worked in fast food before, if you worked at Burger King before, what kind of that plastic could have been, because I never had any clue where that plastic came from. And so I'm talking to my family, I was like, at first I thought it was just a piece of ham, and then she was trying to convince me, oh, well, it's just a piece of ham, what's just a piece of ham, or whatever. Because then I was like, I think I eventually showed her, I was like, no, it's not a piece of ham, like, this is a piece of plastic in my entire croissant. And I don't know, like, how it got there. Like, was they chopping some stuff up and it just flew into my sandwich? Like, however it almost like felt like it was intentional, because how does a thick piece of plastic end up in the croissant? That's so crazy to me. Like, was they just careless? Was they irresponsible? Like, I don't know how a thick piece of plastic just ends up in someone's croissant like that. So it was insane how that happened, child. Like, it was just crazy how that happened. And so I think of the idea to sue them. Yes, I was trying to sue Burger King, child, but somehow I ended up on the phone with maybe one of their lawyers or representatives. And so we're talking, and he asks for a number, like, what do I think I should get? And I tell him some number, I think in the thousands, whether it was 1,000 or 5,000, whatever the case may be. And so we're just talking, and I eventually, first of all, I want to still talk about the croissant. So I can't remember if I finished eating the croissant up or not, but I remember just like enjoying my breakfast, and then that big piece of plastic came in. And so if I didn't even finish my croissant, that's their fault, whoever put that plastic in my croissant, because they messed up my breakfast. Like, whoever fault it was their fault that I didn't have a full breakfast if I didn't get a chance to eat my croissant, because I honestly can't even remember. But how would you feel if a piece of plastic was literally in your croissant? Like, that was so crazy and odd that a piece of plastic just ended up in my croissant like that. Like, I've never had that happen to me before, ever. And it's just so good that now that I don't even eat fast food a lot, because you just never know what people are like neglectfully doing to your food or whatever nowadays, and or purposely. And it's just crazy. Like, I'm so happy that I'm on, like, I think that it's just the best thing to eat home cooked food, because you know what's going in your food, and cooking home cooked food, eating home cooked food is just so much healthier. I just remember thinking it was payday that day, honey. Payday. But like, oh my gosh, like I just knew I was going to get paid. And I mean, when we was in the car, we were just looking so shocked. So yeah, we were just thinking that it was so crazy that I found a piece of plastic in my croissant or whatever. So anyway, they rolls around, I'm talking to this guy, I think he's a white man or whatever, and so we're talking on the phone, and eventually they came down to a specific number, and the check I got in the mail was $400. I think it was $400 that I got because they put a piece of plastic in my food, which is pretty good for a piece of plastic. And then I think we ended up talking to somebody, a stranger or something. Somebody ended up talking to someone that they probably knew. And somebody said that, like, if I would have, like, gotten it in black and white or something like that, maybe went to the doctor or something, that I could have gotten more money. But to have a piece of plastic in my food and get $400, child, that's pretty good. It almost makes you think, like, what if I what if I could lie and be like, oh, I found some plastic in my food again, and then they give me another $400, child? That's crazy. Child, y'all could probably do that if you want some extra cash. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that, child. But that's so crazy that the time that Burger King actually had to pay me, and I almost tried suing them. I mean, looking at different lawyer firms and everything, but you know, I didn't do it. I took, you know, my little $400, and that was that. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please come back, and see you next time. Bye.